Now, the house over the garage, did they have servants living there?
No, I don't think so.
I never did see any servants come and go.
Sue said no.
What about that room up there, where the ironing board is? Was that just the place for
No,
work like that?
it was my understanding that they had Swedish maids when the kids were younger.
Uh-huh. That's what I heard one time, but I don't ever recall seeing anyone come and go.
Well, these were when the kids were younger.
I see.
Now, when were you born?
I was born in 32.
31,
Okay. See, I think
so Shirley probably at 30.
the maids were here like when the house was first built.
I see.
I gathered that.
10, 20. Okay.
I just wonder if they were the ones that made the roll dough.
And I was kind of fascinated by the opening to the outside
I'm gonna get
where they could deliver ice
Yeah,
to the house.
I've heard.
Thought that was unusual. Not many houses had that. We were still putting the little signs in the window for the ice when the ice truck came along to leave us a little bit of ice. Okay, here's the line in the street, the arbor. Do you know if they grew grapes in the arbor when they were living here?
I haven't heard that. I haven't
I
heard
don't remember.
I don't remember either. There were vines, I mean, it was greenery, but I don't recall
Grapes
whether,
in the
do you
arbor?
know if they grew grapes in the grape arbor?
Yes, I've never seen them, but I've heard that story.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I remember the vines, the greenery. It was very pretty.
Such a pleasant place
Uh,
to just be.
And it was so nice, though, Sue, to rebuild it just like it was.
Yes.
They took everything
Oh,
and
yes, that was a tremendous project.
yes, it was.
Oh, well, every project that you have participated in has been tremendous.
I wasn't around when that happened, but I was so glad it did.
When was this put on the historical registry?
Uh,
I was standing right by the sign, but I didn't have a date.
you know what, was it,
2010?
no, I think it was before then, maybe 7 or 8. It was quite some time ago. It was, I'll have to look at that,
Okay.
look that
Well,
up, I'm not
it
sure.
wasn't, of course, wasn't on a registry when we lived there.
Yeah.
And I don't really remember much about that balcony going all the way around, but they never did. I kept thinking they would come out on the porch up there, but they never did. I never did
My
see them.
memory of that was looking out and thinking, what a wonderful porch that would be. There
But
was
see,
no
it's
porch.
not,
Finished.
It's not.
it's not finished as a
level
porch.
enough.
It's that, what do you call it? The,
Level?
Gravelly.
yeah, so it's not really finished as a porch. We need to do that, because
Yeah.
it would make a
Well-
wonderful.
Well, it
Nice
would, but
place.
it wouldn't be like it was when they were here.
Well, see, as long as it, I think yeah, you're right.
Now, who played the piano? They had a beautiful piano. Do you know who played it?
No, do you?
I don't know.
Did you not ever
I-
hear it played?
I learned to play the piano. I mean, we both took piano lessons, but
we
never
never
on
did.
that kind of piano. We had a little Wurlitzer, you know.
It's my understanding that the piano's been here since they bought the house, but do you not remember the piano in there?
Well, I would think I would remember that because it was called the music room,
Right.
and they had the Victrola. I don't know, the Victrola was down in the end.
Was it over?
I really don't know. Somebody turned it on. I guess Shirley turned it on for us. And then
We
we
have one in there that he bought in the 40s,
Really?
a Magnavox,
I see.
you know, with the record player,
Turntable.
and all of his records, his classical records.
Really?
Now, are you interested just in stories when we were children? Or I've got a memory of Mr. Swenson in that room?
Well, you just tell us. I'd love to hear
Okay,
it.
let me go ahead and tell that. when I had two young children, so one was born in 55, the next 56, so it's a couple of years after that. The youngest, our little boy, was a toddler, just running around. He loved to run around here. Mr. Swenson was sitting right there, where Matt is. Mrs. Swenson was sitting in that corner, and Evelyn would arrange a certain area for her to welcome visitors, for Mrs. Swenson to welcome visitors. Evelyn kept up with newspaper articles, and any article that I had appeared in the paper, she kept and knew what was in it, and she knew what to talk about, those articles. Mrs. Swenson did. Well, one time, my little boy had a pencil in his hand. Where he got it, I don't know, but he was running around. And the main thing I remember about Mr. Swenson is his recommending to me that my little boy should not be running around with a pencil in his hand. So I took care of that problem. That's my main memory of having to do with Mr. Swenson.
Oh,
With the fantastic life that he led here in Abilene. Just amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I have a history here in my purse.
Now,
here.
where did you get that history? Did you write
Through
it?
the years, no.
Just-
I saved everything I could find about
Oh, okay.
Swenson House.
I think people in town do not realize what all he did for this town.
Oh, yeah.
This
Amazing.
tells about it.
Okay. Well, I would love to look at it and see
You
it
may
because
have it.
Oh.
It seems like you would. But
Oh,
anyway.
okay.
And also among the papers that I found, the historical papers about the Swenson House, was a tour guide for whoever was going to be a tour in this house, explained everything about every single room. Now you go to the bathroom, now you go upstairs. now
when
you
was
go-
this?
I don't know.
Okay,
It may
because we've done that since.
you probably
since
already have that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we could definitely add some.
Oh my goodness,
original
yes. I mean,
content to that.
anytime we see one, we always take it and add to, because one of the guys here, Martin Jensen, who's Swedish, and his family was from Sweden. He does a 2-hour tour of this house.
Oh, really?
Oh, wonderful. I would love
It's long, and he talks about
Everything.
his family bought some land from the Swensons
Oh.
at
The ranch, Apple Ranch. Well, he
Well,
was
there's
a remarkable man in the
Very.
history of Abilene. And
quite remarkable.
I want to thank all of you that work so hard to preserve this beautiful place. It's just so pretty
And to have
Full
that
of memories.
fundraising at Halloween, I know that's a tremendous amount of work before and after. Oh,
It is. But you know what, it's well worth it, you know, we started this, the Abilene Preservation League gave it to the Swenson Committee, and I was in charge of the Swenson House, so then they elected me president. And so they gave us $27,000, because they said, you know, that's gonna have to last you, because we're not giving you any more money. And we went,
Right.
okay, fine. So we have paid all of our bills over the last year, you know, insurance, everything. We don't owe anybody anything, and we have $59,000 in the bank.
wonderful, wonderful.
good
about
for
that?
you.
I
That's
think
great.
we've done good.
That's great.
You
So-
certainly have.
We're happy with that.
What a
And
contribution.
so we're really
To Abilene.
pleased with it. We have 30 board members. Matt's on our board, and we have some people that, you know, want to keep the house going, and want to keep. It's the only house that I know of between Fort Worth and El Paso that has everything that it has.
Right, it's beautiful. The guitar house, I was so disappointed when it was torn down.
So sad.
Wasn't it so?
I came across some pictures of it.
Yeah, just
I have
so
some
glad this
pictures,
is still
some
here.
photographs of Shirley riding a bicycle over across the street, and I could not find it at all. We have pictures of a birthday party we had in the backyard, 1717 Swenson, and Shirley was among the
Oh, my goodness.
guests around the birthday cake.
Did y'all keep up with Shirley as you got older? Did you keep up with Shirley as you
No,
got
we
older?
lost touch.
Oh,
And then she became quite ill and was an invalid for a long time.
Yeah, I remember at Evelyn's funeral, Shirley was there, but she was bedridden.
uh,
Had a
now
special.
she lived in Lubbock, didn't she? And I think that's where her children
I think
lived,
so.
was in Lubbock. Now, Dorothy's daughter, Carolyn, lives in El Paso. And she joined as a member, and I hear from her.
I see.
So, and she keeps saying that she's going to bring her children, who are all at TCU, over. And I said, all you have to do is call.
Call me and I'll open the door.
Yeah. And then the other sister lives in Florida, and I have all her information, but I haven't heard from her like I do Carolyn.
Who's texted me?